Okay, so we're going to go over push-ups. Obviously a great exercise to hit the pecs. It's also a great exercise just to work core. You see a lot of people doing planks, but a push-up is basically a moving plank, so you're keeping those abs tight. So a couple things that people do wrong when they're doing push-ups. If you can't do them on your feet and hands, that's fine. If you need to be on your knees and hands, no shame in the game. Do what you got to do to work the muscles. Get to where you can get stronger. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. So the common mistakes here, first and foremost, this one. I think it's called back snappyitis. You want to keep a good, strong core. So like right here, my abs aren't engaged at all, okay? My lower back is engaged like a mofo right now, but my lower abs are not. So to keep this from happening, you want to kind of almost think like you're tucking your tailbone a little bit and keep those abs engaged, and you're keeping that straight line all the way up and all the way down, okay? Something else you'll see is almost the exact opposite. Instead of the lower back arching in, you'll see the upper back kind of, it's hard to even do on purpose, but like this, that the head is hanging and the shoulders are rounded. You know, as you go, you might fatigue and start doing this number. This is probably the most common I see with clients that I work with is that head kind of hanging like that. Generally, what I tell them to try and do is look ahead, maybe 4 or 5 inches, so you're keeping that head up, right? You don't want to crank the head straight forward. Like I'm always talking about keeping that straight line from your crown to your tailbone, but you want to keep a good straight line. Right now, I'm looking about 4, 5, 6 inches ahead of me. I'm going to come down, good straight alignment, push back up. Hand placement, you can vary that. The vanilla plain Jane is going to be just outside of shoulder width. As you come down, you're going to push back up. You can go wide to hit a little bit wider out in the chest. You can bring it in narrow to get the triceps involved a little bit more and get a good squeeze down the center of the chest as you push out. You can even get fancy with it if you want. Put a little mustard on that hot dog and go staggered stance here, staggered stance there. One of my favorites is a walking push-up or a side step push-up, where you're going to get that ab involved a lot more, and that's simply going to be coming down, push up, step over with the hands and feet, push it up again, walking back over. With that walking one, just as with a plank, you want those hands to be underneath your shoulder. Biggest mistake people make on this is they'll start doing this number when they're doing a plank. Or they'll do their push-up, and then when they go to step, they shift that weight back. Now that's putting a lot of pressure on the upper back and your neck, and that's not good. So as you're doing that step, keep the hands here. As you're doing a regular plank, keep your hands here. As you're doing a push-up, here. Even if you're doing that staggered stance, you're not going to stagger it by much. Okay? So again, that's a push-up, what not to do, and just a couple different variations on it.